Hi everyone, I filmed a cook and clean with me. In today's video, I made King Ranch chicken, and it's a super simple, easy recipe to make that comes out so delicious. My aunt used to make it, my tia Caro. She would bring it to family gatherings and we all just loved it. So she used tortilla chips in her recipe, and I was trying to save some calories, so I used corn tortillas, and it came out good, but the way that I remember it from growing up was with the corn tortillas, so I kind of have a soft spot for that recipe. But either way, it's good. I hope you try the recipe and like it, and if you do try it, I hope you let me know how you liked it. So these are the ingredients that I used, and I'll go over it more one by one as I'm using them, and also I'll have the full recipe written in the description box. So I diced about a 1/4 cup of onion, and I like to dice it pretty fine because I don't like to have like big chunks. Even though I'm going to saute it, I still like for them to be a little bit smaller. And then also just a small piece of bell pepper. I don't like a lot of spice, but I do like the flavor of the bell pepper, so I just use a little bit. And I add a little bit of olive oil to a pan. That looks like about 2 tablespoons. Probably should only be about 1. I put a little bit too much. And then I saute the onion and the bell pepper until the onion is translucent, the bell pepper is tender. And now I'm adding a can of cream of mushroom soup, and I will also add a can of cream of chicken soup and a can of Rotel. But I think I'm using the Red Gold brand. Either way, it's the tomatoes with the green chilies, and it's really good. Mix it all together and let it saute for a little bit. And now I'm cutting 12 corn tortillas into kind of small pieces. I had boiled some chicken. These are chicken thighs, the boneless chicken thighs. And so now I'm just cutting the chicken up into small pieces. And I'm going to mix it into the soup and Rotel mixture. To make it even easier, you could just use a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. And now I'm putting about half of the corn tortilla, the cut up corn tortillas, onto the bottom of a 9x13 pan, which I had sprayed with Pam. Kind of spread those out, and then I'm putting about half of the chicken mixture on top of that. And then I'm just repeating the process. It's the corn tortillas. Or if you want to use the tortilla chips, it would be about a cup of tortilla chips, and then the rest of the chicken. And now I'm just covering it all in delicious cheese. And I bake it at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. And here comes the fun part, cleaning up the mess I made. I usually try to do this while I'm cooking. once I put it in the oven, or while whatever it is that I'm doing has to simmer, then I clean up the kitchen. That way after dinner, it's not that much of a mess and it's easier to clean up.
Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different things in different ways.
So I rinse everything off and I put most of the dishes in the dishwasher, but I don't like to put the wooden spoons, the knives, and the pans in the dishwasher, so I wash those by hand. And just as I'm finishing the dishes, it's time to take the King Ranch chicken out of the oven. And that's what it looks like done. We had that and some refried beans, which I had left over from a few nights before, and some avocado, and it was so delicious. And then after dinner, since I had washed the dishes before, this was all that was left. There were still more dishes than I had cared for there to be. I wash the sink and make it sparkle.
About to come my way, nothing can ruin my day.
And wipe the counters again.
I smile at fools. No, I don't care, 'cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down.
And then all that's left to do is vacuum.
No, I won't stop, it is my time. 'Cause I know what it's like to be broke.
And that's it, a full belly and a clean kitchen. Now we can just relax and enjoy the evening.